people generally look out for their own interests. And in business, it means that people don't think twice about using your trust and vulnerability against you, to beat you, to crush you. To them, it's not personal, it's just business. Welcome to the Spinoso Podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Alex Spinoso. My experience and expertise is in scaling all types of medical businesses to 7, 8, and 9 figures. And I'm sharing my journey to having multiple 8-figure companies and someday, hopefully, enjoying a 9-figure exit. This isn't a podcast telling you you should do this. I'm just telling you how I did this, and I hope that helps you. I want to help you build your business, take ownership of your life, and become a better leader at home and at work. And guys, I'd love to connect with you, especially if you're a medical entrepreneur. I have free courses available to help you scale your medical business. Check those out at dralexspinoso.com/courses. That is dralexspinoso.com/courses. I also invite you to connect with me on Instagram at Dr. Alex Spinoso, LinkedIn at the same, and every other platform, YouTube, etc. I am always Dr. Alex Spinoso. Thanks for listening. I want to talk about something extremely important for you if you're an entrepreneur or in business of any kind. This is especially important for you to hear if you're a good person, if you are someone who genuinely regards others with goodwill, if you are someone who genuinely wants to provide value to other people, and if you are someone who would never think of intentionally screwing over anyone. If that's you, you really need to pay attention. And if that's you, this is not only super important for you to hear, it's going to be hard for you to hear. So what is it? Well, I think I've mentioned before that my wife is a woman of faith. Sometimes we go to church together. And sometimes, not often, but sometimes, she plays Christian music in the car. Well, normally, I just tune it out. Not because I'm against it, but because it's just not what I'm into at all. I'd rather listen to Metallica on a Sunday morning. But the other day, a lyric got my attention. This guy, I found out his name was Rich Mullins. He was a singer-songwriter who died in 1997. Anyway, it's not important. The guy sings this line in a Christian song. There's people been friendly, but they'd never be your friends. Sometimes this has bent me to the ground. And when I heard that, I was like, fuck, that's genius. It's because it's 100% true. It sucks to realize it will bend you to the ground. But you need to realize that people being friendly, that ain't the same as being your friends. And what I've seen time and time again in business, well, really, all of life, is that good people, good-hearted people, people who mean well, they encounter someone who is friendly. And what happens? Well, they assume that person is also a good person. They open up to that person. They trust them. They reveal some inner thoughts and feelings to them that those people didn't earn the right to hear. They tell them the secret plans and strategies that those people didn't earn the right to know. And I bet you could guess what happens. Those good people, they get fucked. Their businesses get fucked. And by extension, people they love get fucked. So, if you are a good-hearted person, if you really, truly mean well, hear this. Being friendly is not the same as being your friend. And here's the hard truth you have to understand. There are a lot of very friendly people in business. But the number of people who truly want to be your friend, who want the best for you, who want you to succeed, who want you to grow as a person, who want to genuinely help you and your business grow, who will be loyal, who will be someone you can count on and trust. I hate to tell you this, that number is incredibly small. It is a very tiny percentage of everyone that you meet. Now, this doesn't mean that they're shitty people. It doesn't mean that they're terrible. but it does mean that people generally look out for their own interests. And in business, it means that people don't think twice about using your trust and vulnerability against you, to beat you, to crush you. To them, it's not personal, it's just business. And to be honest, they're right. And if you assume that everyone who is friendly is also your friend, you're going to get hurt. You're going to fail. What I'm suggesting is not that you become jaded about this whole process. I'm not telling you to trust no one. I'm not telling you that you can't find people who will be your true and authentic friends. You absolutely can find a loyal inner circle. But you got to start being smart. You have to only entrust yourself, your thoughts, your ideas, plans, etc., to people who have earned that right. And the only way they can do that is if you spend lots of time with them and they consistently show that they operate in your best interest through good times and bad times. And the reality is, after you're in business for 3, 5, 7 years or longer, most likely your inner circle will be about 5 people tops. This isn't counting your wife and maybe key members of your family. Everyone you have to be guarded with. Everyone you have to refuse to open up to, refuse to be transparent or vulnerable to. It's not that I'm being jaded, and it's not that I'm being bitter. It's just the facts. It's just how the world operates. Again, you aren't saying other people are pieces of shit, but you should very much recognize that people are driven by their own self-interest. People have their own plans, their own desires, their own agendas. You are a means to accomplishing those plans and agendas. You understand that? I know it's hard to hear. Sometimes this is the reality of it, though. So be friendly. Be genuinely friendly. And enjoy friendly conversation. Enjoy those men and women who are being friendly to you. But keep it in the back of your mind and never forget and never waver on this. Most of those people are not your fucking friends.